Hello, and welcome to late night edition of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don,
I'm Jamae.
I'm Jay Trent.
and Lord, it's the late night edition, so I forgot the agenda, and I ain't gonna front.
All right, so we got we got WNBA news. We got to go around the league. We got a lot of stuff to cover because we missed last week, and a lot has happened in a week's time.
Bro.
Also, we got to talk about risers and fallers, and like we've had some winning streaks and some losing streaks in over the past like month or so, depending on which team. And lastly, All-Star Weekend is coming up, which is why we're recording on a Tuesday instead of a Wednesday.
Club going
So
up.
the 3-point contest participants were announced today ahead of time. We love that. So we'll look into that and plant our flags on our agendas. I think y'all have an idea where I'm standing, but yeah, where do we wanna start?
We should probably do the news thing. And let's start with the LA Sparks. So if you've been living under the rock, you probably haven't heard that Raegan Pebley, the general manager of the Los Angeles Sparks, has been fired. She worked there for 2 seasons. I'm pretty sure she was the person who hired Lynn Roberts. Maybe I shouldn't say she was fired. They parted ways. And this is, I feel like parting ways with your GM in the middle of the season.
2 years in.
2 years in the middle of the season, right before the trade deadline. Like we have like a month, maybe not even a month, like 2-3 weeks till the trade deadline. You didn't think you wanted to keep her in house to figure that out before you let her go. And they didn't really announce anybody. Well, they said in her interim they're gonna have, I guess she had 2 assistants that was working with her, so they were gonna take over her role. But I just feel like this is a bad business move. I have never seen anything good come out of somebody being fired mid-season and the team having to move forward. Like I don't understand the process there.
So this is what it feels like to me. It's definitely odd to fire your GM at the midway point of the season. But what this signifies to me is they decided we are no longer interested in your vision, which means the vision that you had for this team, we're no longer interested. Like and that's going back to when they ended up with the number 2 pick in the 2025 draft instead of the number 1 pick. They traded out of the draft. They were like, we not getting Paige, we not interested. That was their thought process. They traded that number 2 pick to bring in Kelsey Plum. Then they went from there. It seemed like all of the moves that they were making was them saying this team is going to be competing within the next 2 years. And here we are. We're past the halfway point of the season for the Sparks. They have played 25 games. They are 5 games below 500. This is them saying, we are no longer interested in your vision, and we want to cut bait now before you mess it up even worse. And that's what it feels like, because the moves that they made were moves that were indicating we're trying to win right now. You trade the number 2 pick in the draft for Kelsey Plum. We're trying to win right now. You trade Rickea Jackson for Ariel Atkins, who was a more proven player to this point. That is a we're trying to win right now type of move. You bring back Nneka Ogwumike. Obviously, she is a franchise legend. She's one of the greatest players of all time. That is a we're trying to win right now type of move. And if your team is not winning, that does not work. So they were saying whatever the plan was, we need to cut bait with that plan now.
I will say, as much as I have not agreed with most of the Sparks decisions, I feel like I don't know. I feel like for most of that time, I felt like a vocal minority, and it's not like I couldn't understand it. I just didn't agree with it. I feel like for them to fire their GM, 2 years in, you would have had to have done something egregious. And I don't know. It's worse GMs out there to me. And that just seems like an odd. And not to say that this should be the precedent, but I feel like normally the precedent is if the team is underperforming and you have all these star caliber players on it, you see what that coach talking about first. So it's kind of odd to me that instead of firing Lynn Roberts, they were like, we're just going to get rid of the architect of this whole thing. Because, again, I know she's GM, but it's not like she was the only person who agreed with this. I'm sure she had strong arm all to make these decisions. So I don't know. Like Jermaine said, I feel like it's too weird. It almost seems like not having your GMs back in a way. And yeah, I also feel like it's not like I was particularly high on the Sparks this season anyway, but Kelsey Plum was having the best season of her career before she got hurt. And I imagine that the Sparks they look like they were kind of, getting a little somewhere when she's on the court. It's just the defense is atrocious. And again, that seems more like a coach thing than a personnel thing. So I don't know. I feel like they just need to be healthy more than anything, and that's just been their biggest issue right now is health. Like Cam was one of the more promising prospects in that draft, and she has not been able to be healthy the whole time. Mm-hmm. Like I can't blame a GM for believing in that. I don't know. It just seems a little. I get it. The rationale is there as far as, like you said, they probably just feel like you might as well cut our losses before you ruin this more. But it's also like, damn, y'all already kind of in a bad place anyway, and the only way that's going to get fixed is spreading everybody else around and getting back what you can. So and going back to how you were before De'Erica got there. So
I mean, but to that point, I feel like even if they do decide, like even if they were to trade away their whole roster, like there is no guarantee that even in 2 years, 3 years, if you do it the right way, that you're suddenly going to be a better team. Like you're kind of now hoping on the luck of the draw because you're not getting. You've already missed your lottery pick, so you already are 2 or 3 seasons behind the 8 ball. And then you have to think about expansion, not next year, but the year after that. And it's like, I don't know. I feel like if you're going to commit, if you've already said, you know what, we're committing to trying to be good, then I think you need to ride that out, at least for the entire season. Like, I don't know. I don't think firing her, because what does firing her do for your team?
Yeah.
Other than create uncertainty. I mean, unless everybody in the organization secretly hates her, then it's kind of like, all right, like we need her gone. But if everybody liked her and I haven't really seen anybody say anything negative about her. But if everybody liked her, then y'all kind of do look a little crazy because what is the vision?
Yeah. Also, if you're the GM in this situation, you look and you say, the vision was for this team to be built around Kelsey Plum. And so far this season, Kelsey played 12 games. We were 7-5 when Kelsey played. We were winning with Kelsey on the floor.
And they lost like their first 3 games?
Mm-hmm. I think so. Yeah. So they were, and I mean they were above 500 when Kelsey played. Like that is the point. Like the point is you want to have Kelsey with Nneka, with De'Erica, with Cam off the bench, with the stability that you get from Ariel Atkins, especially on the defensive end. But it's like I saw the vision for the roster, even if it wasn't what I would have done. I understood what the plan was. But it's like once it seems like somebody made the decision that okay, this is over. And it just seems like doing it 20-ish games into the season, I don't know who that helps.
Yeah, I'm like Jamae said, you're really going for luck of the draw. It kind of reminds me of I think about that Family Guy bit a lot where he was talking to Peter and he was like, "Yeah, you could either get this boat or you can get this mystery box." And Peter was like, "Well, the boat is a boat, but the mystery box can be anything. It could even be a boat." And I'm just like, you could get the top 3 picks in the 2028 draft. It is not very likely they turn out as good as Kelsey, De'Erica, and Nneka. Like especially Kelsey. Like that just don't happen. So you're really, I know people love the idea of prospects and the idea of promise, and like it's kind of more fun to not be good when the team is younger because you could still kind of be like, oh, we're like a couple years away. But it's like, well, will you get those couple years to that point and then they're still not what you wanted? It's still like, then you starting over again and you starting over again. It's like, this is that's bad ball.
It doesn't help too that like we found out today that Kelsey, like they really don't know when that lady coming back. So it's like, did you even build the best roster you could around Kelsey Plum to like help her thrive? If this is your superstar, did you give her all the pieces that you could have to make this team what it needed to be? When I look at the Sparks on paper, I'm like, okay, this team could make the playoffs. I could believe in a world. I could see a world where this team makes the playoffs.
I just feel like a Sparks team on paper without Kelsey Plum should still be better than the Portland Fire and Washington Mystics.
Yes.
Like they don't have to be world beaters. They don't have to be like how the Lynx are without the fee, but they should certainly not be 5 games below 500. Like that's very nasty. Like you would think Nneka, De'Erica, Cam, and like Ray's playing well. Ariel Atkins, like Erica Wheeler, like you would think that is a roster who can at least compete. And so for me, I don't know. That the first person I'm looking at is the coach, unfortunately for them.
Okay, let's look at their last 5 games. They lost to the Wings, they lost to the Sky, they lost to the Lynx, they lost to the Dream, and they beat the Sky. I feel like, honestly, though, like that feels right though for like a team without Kelsey Plum. That feels like valid. Like no, you're not beating the Lynx. And they got close to beating the Dream, but like you should not be beating the Atlanta Dream. The Wings, they had That was the game that Paige got hurt. But also she had like 30 in that game. Like y'all should not be beating the Wings for real. You know what I mean? Like you don't really have anybody to match that. So like when I look at who they've played so far, it's kind of like, okay, they split with Toronto. They have beat the Fire. They have beat the Storm. They have beat the Mercury. They got a win out of New York. I mean, some of these were with Kelsey Plum.
What
but
day did she get fired?
Let me see.
That's a great question.
The 12th, July 12th.
And they've lost since. They haven't gotten a win since that lady was fired.
You know what's crazy? They have beat Chicago the day before that. Like 2 days
I think I want to say they had won. Hadn't they won 2 in a row?
They did. So okay, beat the Fever in Chicago.
Yeah, they beat the Fever Chicago back to back.
What that means is we've already decided.
So okay, so that's where I'm also thinking. I'm looking at this stretch from June 25th through July 6th. They played 3 games. They lost 125 to 97, 111 to 87, and 82 to 64. And they were to Toronto, Indiana, and Seattle. That might have been the stretch where they was like, this team is nasty.
That Seattle game.
It's the Seattle game.
This is Seattle.
That was crazy.
64 points against that team. And I don't mean that as like
derogatory, but like,
I don't mean that to like disparage the Storm. They're awesome, but like they're a super young team, and you couldn't put up points against them. The Sparks scored 8 points. They in the third quarter in that game.
I know
Dominique Milan.
I know. Oh, is it me or is that Jermaine? Can you hear me?
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Jermaine, you were skipping bad.
Yeah.
I didn't know if that was my connection or yours. What I was saying that I know Marina's having a really good season, but them losing by almost 30 and Marina having a score record also was probably like
that was against them.
Yeah, that's y'all. Again, it's Marina Mabry. It's very on brand, but at the same time, y'all lost by almost 30, and y'all let her have like she has the scoring record. Like,
I think it was the fact that they were playing against Seattle, who had won 5 games at that point and struggled to score 20 points in a quarter. I feel like that's the one that really did it, and that's with, Ray. Let's see who I played that game. Ray played, Nneka played, Erica Wheeler, Ayo Atkins. So was it just KP that missed that game?
I think so. She's the only one that been out. Cam was in and out for a little bit.
Oh, Cam was out. Cam missed that game.
Okay.
But that's also my thing. That I feel like that's a coach thing. Like that's the first person I'm looking at.
I don't disagree. And matter of fact, I'm sure that Lynn Roberts doesn't disagree either. I'm sure that she is fully aware that she is coaching for her job.
Do you know when she woke up on July 12th and she got a call and they said we're firing the GM? She's probably swore up and down that it was gonna be her. Like
she was like, that's it.
Said who? And no one else is going. Oh yeah, like somebody in the office also, but it's not too crazy.
Yeah. Now I'm sure that she is fully aware that the seat cannot get any hotter for her. Like I'm sure that she knows that. I don't even know how to gauge the rest of the season for them, but for her, I'm wondering what the threshold of wins is that she would have to reach for them to not fire her. Because I would expect. Currently, I am expecting her to be fired at the end of the season.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is, Lynn, you're on the clock. With that little meme with the rabbit, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I would. If I feel like she has to know that, like, it's not safe for you. It's not.
Honestly, though, if I was a coach and my GM got fired before me, I'd probably feel a little Teflon for a couple weeks.
I don't think they can afford that, especially when they ain't won a game since then.
And also, who are you going to who even is on the Sparks coaching staff? I don't think they got Mike Neighbors no more. Nola not over there. Y'all even got Chris Coclanis to fall back on. Who is in your locker room?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Y'all blame the GM before me. I might slap somebody in the office and see what happens.
I need to see what their assistant coaches look like. Their assistant coaches are Mike Neighbors.
Oh, Mike's still over there. Okay. My bad.
And Danielle Robinson. Or is she still there?
I thought she got moved to the scouting department.
Maybe.
I thought she was an international scout.
Okay, maybe.
No. Who their coach is? My guy from Unrivaled. He was Zach. He coached the Mist.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how to. I see it. I know who he is. I don't know how to say his last name. I don't want to mess that up. But I know who you're talking about now. Also, Mike Neighbors is in Dallas now.
That's what I knew I went wrong.
Yeah, they lied to me.
I knew they was because I'm like, that man got up out of there. Okay, so they got somebody.
I know he happy as hell.
Oh, here we go. I'm lying. Okay, Zach, that his last name is not O'Brien. You're correct. It's something else. I don't know who this man is. What is the information? Like,
there is also a Zach O'Brien.
He's also on the staff?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I knew I'd be knowing. Come on.
Okay.
I know something. He was the Miss coach.
Also, Ebony Hoffman.
I'm not familiar with Ebony. Actually, that name does.
Former player. She was also an assistant in Seattle. She was drafted in 2004. She played in the league until 2015.
Okay, she was on the field. That's why her name sounds familiar.
And Danielle Robinson is on basketball integration and scout support. That's where she is.
Okay. I gotta keep up with my sister. Love D-Rob. Okay. Ebony Hoffman was a fever. That's why her name sounds familiar. Yeah, girl, like I don't know. Who are you about to put out there? I guess Zach O'Brien, he just won a championship and Unrivaled. So, and the other Zach, I'm pretty sure he was the assistant to what's the team? Phantom. So you had two championship caliber coaches in the room. The defense got to get better. Like, I don't know. We need to be looking at our resources a little better.
Yeah. They got a lot to look at.
But yeah, okay. I don't know what they about to do. I would not be at all surprised to see Lynn Roberts fired in the offseason. And I'm not even a proponent of people being fired without having without having time to actually put in a system and work some things out. But it's getting bleak over there.
Hey man, it could always be worse. You could be the Phoenix Mercury.
You know what? That's a great wait, hold on.
We got wait. We got another news. We got a couple other news things we got to get to.
Oh, well, Phoenix news. I don't know if we ever mentioned that Jovana Nogic just never came back. It's not coming back.
Yeah, they were just they kind of just dropped an announcement. They were like, "Oh, by the way,
she's not coming back.
Nogic is not coming back this season."
So they'll retain her rights. And because of that, they upgraded Martha Suarez.
And then they released her.
Actually, I think she's on the 7-day.
But yeah, no, they signed somebody and then they released Martha Suarez to put her on a 7-day, and then they released Martha Suarez again.
But she's back because
They brought her back again.
signed another 7-day.
Yeah.
Which was, I don't understand like why there was a delay, because usually when somebody's 7 days in, they sign a new one immediately.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they got going over there. So who was her replacement then? Sammy Wickham is back. That's great news for them.
Let's see. Yeah, Martha Suarez signed another 7-day on Friday, so she's now back in Phoenix. They released her Thursday, and then it says that they signed her back Friday.
But I'm confused. When she be? Hold on. Don't 1, 2, 3.
She got, so it says Martha Suarez was signed on the 9th, released on the 16th, and then signed again on the 17th.
I guess I'm confused because Jovana's contract should be suspended. So that means they should have an open roster spot. They only have 13 players if you assume that Jovana is suspended. Like, what's I mean, maybe it is just a delay there because I feel like the Sky had the same kind of delay when Rakia got injured, but it felt like it took them a while to be approved for a replacement player. So maybe that's it.
Could be.
But Martha Suarez is giving them decent minutes. I don't think they have any other news though. We got to come back to them. Who else has had something happen to them?
Fee's on the way.
Brondello.
Who?
What did you say?
Fee is on the way.
Oh yeah. The Minnesota Lynx listed Napheesa Collier as probable for their game tomorrow. So Fee is expected to make her debut one game before the All-Star break.
She's so attention seeking because, like, why would you even do that? You couldn't wait till everybody came back.
No, this the ramp up. This the ramp up. We need to test it out. We need to see how we said.
She said I'm about to, but we about to go on a big break. I'm about to remind y'all some shit real quick. I'm gonna leave y'all with a little something before we go to the break. She want everybody at All-Star Weekend to be like, wow, you seen Fee the other day? And I get her. I get her. Man, if I and then she gets to come back against the Storm, so she get the flex.
Yeah,
I hope they whoop their ass. Because guess what y'all doing? What y'all got going on?
I'm taking the under.
What's her line?
She not playing 15 minutes.
How many? Dorka is back too. I mean, she's been back for a couple games, but
okay, they did. They activated her. Was that last week?
Or maybe
was it week before last? It might have been.
I think she came back on the Sun. Yeah, she came back against the Sun.
Okay.
I think she plays 20. 20?
We'll see.
20 minutes. If she play any minutes, I'm calling her a clown. So it's like, what are you doing, bro? Like, don't piss me off, girl.
You better get ready.
Hold on, she got to play now. They cutting promos. She got to play now.
Probable. Like, actually, see, I'm about to start something. Their first game back is the 28th, which is pretty much everybody's first game back, and they play the tempo. Like, you couldn't come back against the tempo when they ain't even got no bigs. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you trying to show up the Dominique Malaga all fam?
What's the word? Like, we just want to see where we at. This is a fill out game.
Mm-hmm.
What Bodie James say? Where we at with it? Yeah, we're gonna test that out real quick. We're gonna go to All-Star break. So if there are any kinks, we can work them out during All-Star weekend.
They ain't working shit out. I think this was a while ago, but Cheryl Reeve is the all-time winningest coach in WNBA history. So congratulations to her. I don't know if we said that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember if we like snuck that in at the end of.
I think I did actually. I do think I did sneak that in at the end of one of our things. But we've said it again. So shout out to Cheryl Reeve. Very much well deserved. I think Becky Hammon is inching toward the top 15. I want to say. I feel like I just saw that today.
Let's see.
I know the W posted it recently.
I feel like what I'm looking at not going to give me what I want.
I got it. She's 13 now. She just passed Richie. I can't even. I'm not even gonna try. She's 13th now, and guess who's 3 games behind her?
3 games behind Becky.
Mm-hmm.
Is someone who's coaching now?
Yes, is a current head coach.
Damn.
It's not that many teams, y'all.
Is it Stephanie White?
It is Stephanie White.
Okay.
God damn it, that was my guess.
Should have been quicker than that.
I should have.
It feels, I don't know, it feels like 135 feels like such a small number, but at the same time, like, it's not. Like, that is a lot of wins. And she's only, coach 5 seasons?
Yeah, I think so.
Especially with these, the seasons only being
30, 40 games.
to 40 games historically.
So, shout out to Becky Hammon. Since we're talking about the Aces, do we have the Aces news?
Asia back, niggas.
That's not news. What is news is that y'all signed Mai Yamamoto.
Yes, yeah. She's the guard from Japan who fried the Aces in that preseason game. And Becky made a note and was like, remember that. And then that roster spot came available, and she was like, okay, go get Yamamoto, please.
It's unfortunate that Mando has ruined the word Japan for me.
I'm screaming.
that nigga was in that big business episode, like, you just because you like anime and Japan. And now I can't think of it. I always think about that.
I don't even know what that is, but
I gotta send it to you.
Good luck to everybody involved. Other than that, I'm not going to slander anybody, so let's move on from the Aces.
So, what was I going to say? Who played yesterday? Oh, speaking of the Aces, they did get their win yesterday. They won by 26 points against the Toronto Tempo, who were without their head coach, Sandy Brondello, because she was suspended for a game because of a thing that happened.
She got suspended.
It's not funny. I'm not laughing because I think it's funny.
Being Australian.
Stop,
she got suspended. Don't cancel us because
no.
We need everybody to be normal about this situation. So so this is what happened. The Tempo played the Dream on Sunday. Was it Sunday or Saturday?
Sunday. It was Sunday. Right?
On Sunday. It's sometime this past weekend.
Yeah.
They played and
it was Friday.
It was Friday. Okay. I would say I feel like it was a couple days in between, but I don't know if I was making it up. So anyway, the Dream go to Toronto on Friday. The Dream kind of have a comfortable lead. It's the fourth quarter, I believe.
Mm.
And Angel Reese gets a rebound. Or does she get I think she gets the rebound. She gets the rebound. Jordan Cannon comes up the shot. It's like sort of a long rebound. Angel Reese is at like the half court line. And Naira Sabally is standing like at the she's standing on a block. So Angel is going to make a layup, and she decides to dribble, and she puts her shoulder into Niara Sabally's abdomen. Niara Sabally falls in slow motion. It almost like if we didn't hear what we heard afterwards, you might have been like, damn, she kind of flopping. But she falls. Well, she like falls back, and then she falls to the ground. And then she's like sitting there like deeply uncomfortable. Angel's like waving her off. It's a whole thing. Sandy Brondello is on the sideline. She's pissed. And she says, Angel, she's a protected species. Now, the internet heard this. And somebody clipped it. They posted it to Twitter. And they're like, I can't believe Sandy Brondello just called Angel a species. And from that moment on, it went to hell. Angel, the Dream won the game. Angel got on Twitter. She decided to, one of her fans made a tweet about it. Angel quoted said tweet, tagging Sandy Brondello and using the clown emoji. The next morning, Sandy Brondello issues an apology to Angel. She said she's sorry and that, she was frustrated and she sees how it comes off and she's just sorry that this situation happened. But now we are in discourse land because of the word species. And I think I would just like everybody to be normal about it. Honestly, I want us to all move on from it simply because the punishment has already happened, right? Angel tweeted that, and I guess what I forgot to say is after Sandy apologized, I'm pretty sure the WNBA was like, you're suspended for 1 game. Mm-hmm. So all of it, the circle is closed. An activity happened. There was a punishment served, and now she's actually served said punishment. So it's over. It's actually over. Angel seemingly accepted Sandy's apology and was like, I'm glad that, I appreciate all the outpouring of love and support. And so to me, this situation is over. But now we're having to have a dialogue about Australian slang versus racialized racial insults. And I feel like both sides are going a little too hard because this is Australian slang, and we can find examples of people essentially using it to mean that a player has a special whistle or they're not getting any calls against them. We can see instances in the culture of it happening. So yes, that is true, but it is crazy if you think about it. Hearing a white lady reference a black lady as a species, that sound crazy. And it makes it worse because when people clipped it, they did not put the words protected species. They just wrote the word species. So now it absolutely looks like a racial issue despite it. It's not one. She wasn't
it's not okay. I don't like it. I feel like it's pretty clear that the intention was not for it to be derogatory in terms of a racial insult. It was meant to be an insult towards Angel. That is factual. It is okay to point that out. She did mean it as an insult. I don't think it was meant as a racialized insult. However, from Angel's perspective, if she's never heard that before, yes, you're going to take that kind of way. If I'm imagining Angel as a black woman hearing that directed at her from a white woman, I understand her taking it that way. I place no blame on her for feeling a way about it. I place no blame on her for tweeting about it. I think Sandy was right to issue an apology, because I do think she was wrong, because at the end of the day, it was intended to be an insult from a coach towards a player. There does have to be some sort of punishment handed down for that. So I think that was I think that was the correct way to go about it. I do think whether it should have been a suspension or she should have had to pay a fine or whatever, feels like semantics at this point, because it was one game, it's already happened. Like it's whatever. But I also feel like I'm kind of surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm kind of thrown by the fact that the discourse is still going on, because I don't know what else is supposed to be taken from this.
Well, I also feel like
Sandy to be racist, and I just think that it, like, we've never had any other instance of Sandy being racist, and I really hate to defend a white woman against racial allegations, but like we have really never seen Sandy do something like that, or even be racist openly. You know what I mean? If she's doing some shit behind closed door, that's it. But everybody seemingly loves this lady, and so I feel like because people are like, there's a whole tirade to be like, oh my gosh, she's racist, she needs to be thrown out of the league, yeah. People now feel like they have to defend her, so now it looks like Angel is no longer the victim of the situation, and it's just like, guys, just let it go. Like, I don't know. I feel like they do this shit with Caitlyn too. I mean, we gonna probably get to my team. I'm so sick of them. But it's like y'all start putting things on people, so now people have to defend themselves, and it's like, you don't need to defend them. Actually, like, Angel doesn't really need you to defend her, right? Because she saw it, she addressed it. It's over. Like, I don't know. Like, what more do you want Sandy to grovel? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand.
I feel like it's two things, and a part of it is like what you said, and I hate to get too terribly philosophical, but I feel like we live in a society that does not do recourse and rehabilitation well, if you will. Like, I feel like people serve their time for situations and when they do things, and then society as a whole still feels like that punishment was not good enough, and so there's still like no, you needed to do more, or this needed to be more. And it's like, what if the goal is really reflection and to be a better person and all these other type of things? What more did you want? Like, she apologized before she got the suspension. So she woke up. She got back to her hotel room and was like, and seen that video and was like, nigga, I am tripping. Like, she woke up in the morning and was like, I have to say something about this. And like, again, not to defend a white woman, because that's just not my bag. But for her to be like, I reached out to the Dream Organization, like I tried to reach out to Angel, like she really, as far as we know, because typically most people, when they say stuff like that, and people be like, well, I ain't hear nothing from her. Like, she did do her best to kind of be like, okay, I understand that this is my people's verbiage, but I also understand this don't fly here no more. And I can get that. It might not be the, like, it's one of those things where, like, everybody's terminology don't fly everywhere, which is fine. And it seemed like she understood, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't say that here anymore. And I think that's really all that you can ask for. But two, I feel like media doesn't help with situations like this, because once this thing happened to Sandy, even as she apologized and got suspended, now that every media member is asking other coaches around the league, hey, how'd you feel about Sandy getting suspended? And it just starts a whole new round of discourse, because Becky was like, yeah, I kind of feel bad for her. And they're like, people are like,
now Becky racist because she defended her.
It's like does no one feel bad for Angel? Like, we knew Becky wasn't a good person because of like previous stuff. Like, it's just like people are asking questions that, and people are answering questions that they're asked. Becky wasn't. I'm not defending Becky as a person, but she was asked a question about Sandy Brondello specifically. She was not asked about the situation specifically, as far as I know. So for the media to be like, ask all these other coaches around the league, how did you feel about Sandy getting suspended? Did you agree with that? Like, it's just like, y'all, people are starting up things to clip that and then be like, yeah, you see, like, everybody's focused on Sandy and not Angel. It's like, y'all set this up this way.
And I think, and that's honestly, I mean, I try not to do the W media like discourse. I really try to stay away from it because it's just not good. Anyway, but I'm almost like, why are we asking that? You know, like what are you hoping to gain? Like, obviously, what are you hoping to gain other than saying you're either going to say she should have been suspended or she shouldn't have been, or like, you know what I mean? Like, you're putting coaches in a position, and Becky knows that she could be like, girl, I'm not answering that. But I can almost feel like most of them feel like it's a softball of being like, I feel bad for Sandy, and I feel like people almost have to say that mostly because of the backlash she's receiving. Like, if she had got suspended and they was like, all right, she's suspended and nobody else talked about it, I think nobody would give a fuck about Sandy being suspended for a game because, like, it's a non-issue. Sandy's not broke. Like she gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Like, she like, matter of fact, her fucking husband was the associate head coach because the check coming home either way. Like, we don't need to do that, I think. And it's so, I don't know. And it's funny because so many people have had to come out and defend Sandy, but it's also the other part of it, the people who are focusing on the species part. And I'm not about to get into the literary crisis of it all. But we do, as a people, I am encouraging y'all to read. Not even read, comprehend. Let's work on our context clues. Let's listen to a whole sentence before we make a judgment about what something means. Anyway, I hope it ends in this cycle. I don't want to hear this after All-Star break. I will start reporting y'all tweets. So,
anything? What else? What about
Oh, and I didn't even mention that Niara Sabally, her back is. Her ribs are so sore that her back is disaligned and she can't get it fixed. Right. So that's also, people are not discoursing about that. And not even saying that they should, but it's like, to see why Sandy said that, and then this girl who's chronically injured takes this, and to be fair to Angel, it didn't even really, I didn't think that Angel was that strong, but also,
I don't think, and I don't think it didn't appear to be anything like malicious or dirty. It was just kind of like, this is just the thing I do. Like,
yeah.
This is just the thing. It's just the thing I do. Like, I didn't take it no other kind of way. And I'm sure that coach is upset because her player didn't get the call or whatever. And like, my player's on the ground, and like, I feel like it's like, I just feel like it ain't right coming from, like,
yeah.
It's like it feel like y'all are favoring the other team right now. So I mean, I understand the frustration. I don't think it was anything. I don't think Angel did anything malicious. I think her response to it has kind of been fine. Like, she talked about the support that she's received. She talked about how she was aware of Sandy's apology. She can decide to accept the apology or not. That's her business.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Again, I do hope that it does end. Like, y'all got till Thursday, maybe.
No.
Matter of fact, no, you don't got till Thursday. Y'all don't got till Thursday. It's a slate of games tomorrow. It's a slate of games tomorrow. Matter of fact,
if niggas still talking about this, when we touch down in Chicago, I'm ending the discourse myself. I don't know how, but I'm gonna have to intervene.
Yeah, no, it's a slate of games tomorrow. Y'all got till midnight Eastern time. Matter of fact, how about
in
that?
Toronto already done playing, so you ain't even gonna see Sandy no more.
I will say,
did the Dream play again?
Nope.
It's like everybody out of the situation is done. So like it's over. It's over now. It's over now.
If your back get misaligned from a nigga hitting you in your abdomen, that shit sounded inevitable. I will say that. That sounded like you should have been sitting down for a little minute, and she might have saved your life. It sounds like something else gonna happen. That sounds like something else gonna happen.
I don't know about that.
Regardless, that is crazy.
That's a little bit of a leap.
I do have to say that is crazy. Also, I do hope that Niara gets right, because it does seem like she's had a lot of like lingering injury issues throughout her career. And we're not too far removed from her being a key piece in a closeout championship game. So
and her sister.
I do hope for the best for her.
Whoever got a root on their family need to let it go. They need to let that go. They need to repent, because no, like I'm serious, because let's jump to New York. Satou Sabally is still out. Has she even played 5 games this season? Like, no bullshit. I'm not even being funny. That lady did not do anything in the offseason because she had a concussion. She started the season with a concussion. She played a couple games, got another concussion, continued the same concussion. Nobody wanted to clarify which concussion it was, which is a little bit concerning. I hope it's a new one and not the old one. Either way, that's scary. You can't keep hitting your head this many times.
Yeah.
And now... like, when the last time she played basketball?
Yeah, Satou has played in 13 games this season, but she was averaging like 16 minutes a game. Like, it felt like even in, it's funny because Jamae asked, had she played 5 games? Because it has felt like whenever she's played, it's felt like a ramp up of sorts. Like, it feels like we have not gotten the Satou Sabally experience for the Liberty really at all this year.
Legitimately, every time she's played, somebody been like, is it too early to criticize her? Is she still working her way back? And I'm like,
interestingly enough, she's played in 13 games and the Liberty won 8 of them. So
in theory, they should.
It does appear that they might need her more than people were thinking.
She has played over 25 minutes one time.
In 13 games?
Yeah. She's played 8, 27. So this was the second. No, I'm sorry. This is pretty recent. So she went from 16 to 25 to 4 to 10 to 14 to 22 to 19 to 17 to 19 to 19 to 17 to 27 against the Sparks the other day, where they lost by 1.
They didn't lose, girl.
And as they lost, that was the NECA game, I'm pretty sure. And then they played the Aces 2 days later, and she played 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has not.
I don't know what they got going on.
I'm worried about her. I'm worried about the Liberty as a whole, and I know that we're about to get to.
But before we get to that, actually, I do think we need to address the Betnijah Laney of it all. We'll have to maybe speak of her twice, but once again, Betnijah Laney has caught a DNP, and they asked Chris DeMarco what's the reason, and he's now said that there's not enough minutes to go around, and he started Rebecca Allen. I'm going to leave that there, and we'll come back to them. But I just need everybody to know she's gotten like 4 DNPs so far this year. And that's not even to mention the games that she was out for injury. So, yeah.
My thing is they stink. It's not even like they good and she's not playing. Like, they stink.
And it's okay. What I do want to say this, because I can appreciate the media for the New York Liberty, because the Liberty won the game yesterday, and they were like, "I don't care. We got to find out why Betnijah not playing." Like it's like we not going for that. What's going on? Like
it's because Betnijah is New York. She started this shit. You not about to just not play my girl. The person who started this shit, and you just gonna leave her off? What's up with you?
Yeah, like, and it's starting to feel racial. Like it's starting to feel a little racial.
Let's wake it up. Let's move the Sandy Brondello accusation over to New York.
Because you had Betnijah Laney and Rebecca Gardner sitting on the bench, so you could play Marine, Pauline, the other Marine, the Annalise. Like it's getting very. You know, that's not suspicious to nobody else.
That New York Liberty roster is looking very Los Angeles Lakers.
And it's looking very Portland Fire.
Portland Fire. And y'all not even gonna get, well, no, actually it's very close because they started playing Sarah Williams. So y'all got y'all one token. It's getting weird. It's getting weird.
That's y'all won.
That shit looking real Woodstock 99.
I don't know. I'm side eyeing, and I'll get to that later. Next from the Dallas Wings, they don't really have. Oh, I guess we can say, they did just lose. However, before that, they were on a 6-game win streak, their best in franchise history since moving to Dallas. Paige Bueckers has been, I guess we're going to talk about her when we come back to that. But that is news for them.
Yeah.
Paige stopped being a clown. Is
Wings have
news
won 7 of their last 10.
7 to 10. And Paige did get injured in the Sparks game, but she appears to be okay.
She was cleared from concussion protocol, and I believe she is listed as questionable for the game tomorrow.
I do think she needs to I know people be like doing the whole Caitlyn needs to be in a bubble thing, but Paige might actually need to be in a real bubble because she hit her head also an alarming number of times this season. I'm getting scared for her. So hopefully she doesn't have that problem any further. That's the Wings. We have not heard any updates on Saw 2, by the way. I think she's still out. I'm pretty sure she's out. They have not said that she's coming back.
I don't think so.
That's the Wings. Who haven't we done?
Angel. She was also she did not return to she did go to the locker room. In the Dream game on Sunday against the Chicago Sky. And I think she's going to be fine. I believe it was mostly precautionary. I know that Carl Smesco said that, of course, she was trying to come back into the game because it was so close down the stretch. And he basically was saying, we decided to keep her out because of how much we value her. And I think that's important to mention. I also think it's good to say, just as a precaution, if we lose this game, it's not that big of a deal, although it would have been a pretty big deal if we had lost that game to Chicago. But we did not. So, all is well. But I think I do understand why he was basically saying you playing 2 more minutes in this game and risking a more major injury is not worth it. And I do agree.
He also did not share the good news that Bree Jones is back. She's also a clown for coming back during before All-Star. But
we got 2 games of the Bree Jones experience before All-Star break. The Atlanta Dream, the 2026 Atlanta Dream are 2-0 in the Bree Jones era.
You know what? In the Bree Jones screen, help y'all win that Chicago game. So maybe y'all did need her. Maybe she's not.
And that's. Can I say something real quick? I know we barely talking about the actual like basketball of it all, but I have missed Bree Jones screens so much. Like just watching the Dream play, I have missed the screens from Bree Jones. I have missed the passing out of the doubles in the post. It just feels like she like the awareness, the IQ. Also, some of the big passing between Bree and Angel. There was a play where Angel got an O board and she did like a little shovel pass to Bree at the free throw line, and Bree hit the little midi. Love that. It's like it's just the small stuff that we just did not have, and I don't mean that as any. I don't mean to be disparaging to any of the other Atlanta bigs. I do think just bringing back a player of that caliber is going to open up so much for this team, especially out on both ends of the floor. But I think having that sort of release valve on offense is going to be so valuable.
Y'all also signed Jaylyn Sherrod, who's gotten pretty good minutes recently.
It's funny because 2 weeks ago when we had Wes on the show, we kind of mentioned like I would like to see some Jaylyn Sherrod minutes, and she actually has. She has seen the floor more and more since then, and I've liked what I've seen from her. I know she doesn't get a lot of burn, but I'm hoping. I'm kind of optimistic from what I've seen from her. I don't know how much she'll play, how often she'll be activated. I know part of the reason that she's been playing is because Tahina Powell has been injured, but I like what I've seen.
Who else? The Valkyries were on a 9-game win streak.
That's right. They have won 9 of their last 10. They did lose yesterday to the Washington Mystics.
And there's beef there.
We can't talk about the beef right now. We can't talk about the beef right now.
Oh, my fault.
Did anything else happen to them?
To them, like to Golden State or overall?
No, to Golden State. That was the 9-game win streak is their best.
They just been so good. Like they just been winning. They beat the Dream 3 times.
We will come back to the beef. We just can't discuss it at this moment. We will come back to the beef. We'll talk about All-Star in a second. Other teams. Have we got into does Washington have news?
Beef.
We gotta talk about Caitlin. We gotta talk about Caitlin Clark.
Oh Lord, Caitlin Clark. Oh wait, my news. Actually, yeah, let's actually talk about Caitlin Clark because every time you bitches start talking too crazy on my point guard, she show you hoes something. And 40-point double, like most points in franchise history, first player to do 40-10 and 40 ball, 10 assists. Like, yeah, y'all are not doing that. And so we gonna leave that there. She just won player of the week. Too. See, and the crazy part is y'all better hope them numbers don't balance out because y'all was posting graphics about her not playing well in July, despite winning June Player of the Month. I'm watching. I'm keeping eye on this. Other fever news. Sophie Cunningham is grifting. I'm not going any further. We already knew this. Like she's actually she's almost like the perfect perfect poster child for like a conservative in sports. Like this is like no notes really. Like really all credit to Sophie Cunningham because this is actually very for a player of her caliber, and I can't even lie, she's been playing very good. For a player of her caliber to be getting the attention that she's getting, Yeah. What else is going on with my team, Lord? We got rid of Justine Passant. Y'all was jumping us for that, but I think I won that battle. What else is going on? Kelsey Mitchell, I think, is about to break the record for most 20-point games in a row. She's at 11. So the other players who've done it are Asia, Arike, I think DT. I don't remember the other three, but it's 6 people total.
Was Tina Charles and Stewie in that? That sounded like something Tina Charles would do.
I feel like Tina Charles was on the tip of my tongue, but I was like, I didn't want to make that up.
I feel like, okay, it was 3 other people. I almost want to assume it was Tina Charles, Stewie, and you said 11 straight 20-point games?
Mm-hmm.
Let me get a Lauren Jackson.
that does sound
okay. So we're not right. We're not right. So Arike, Asia, and DT was correct. The other 3, okay, you did say Stewie. So Stewie, we should kind of jump ourselves because Maya Moore.
Oh. Yeah.
And Cynthia Cooper.
Oh,
so
yeah. Okay.
Like kind of obvious now that I say it out loud.
This is like, it's like when you hear it, you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one of the Houston Comets players, but I was like, all them niggas is hooping, so I feel like they wouldn't have had the opportunity to all score 20. But I guess that does make sense.
Cynthia said, "I'll do it. Don't worry about it." Mm-hmm. So yeah, shout out to Kelsey.
Caitlin got 6 texts, and they was like, "You gonna change up your approach?" She said, "No."
Hey, she blew me, bro. She blew me so bad. Cause like you need to focus.
No, when she got in that rest space, I said, I think
that's what I was like. We got to talk about Caitlin in the refs.
Oh my God. Okay, and you know what? Bad. This was from last week. Anyway, Caitlin gets. So Caitlin's going for a layup. Her and Kia Stokes kind of get tangled up just a tad bit. And Caitlin falls to the ground. They get back. I don't know how the play broke up. But after it's like an end or like a dead ball moment, Caitlin decides to crash out on the ref. Like, she literally walks into this lady's face and like, you got to make the fucking call. I know that's what she said. I know she cursed at that lady. And, you know, I really do appreciate this ref because this is not the first time that Caitlin has yelled at that lady. I know everybody don't watch Fever games, but I do. And that lady is lenient with her every game. Like, she does give Caitlin that one yell, and then she's like, okay, you gotta cool out because now it's gonna get weird. And I appreciate her for that. I appreciate her for being like, I know you frustrated and I'm gonna let you have that, but don't do too fucking much. And I feel like everybody deserves to have that runway. Like everybody should be able to, you know, get one off and then it'd be cool. But it just so happened that she had to. Everyone clipped that. Everybody saw that and clipped it and was like, oh my God, I can't believe she didn't get attacked. Like, guys, that's not the first time she's done that. I know y'all have not seen that because y'all don't watch them play. But this is not the first time. And this is why also when I say that there is racial bias in the officiating, y'all cannot tell me that it's not because she can get away with that. And it's ironic because that ref is a Black woman. So she's giving her the leeway to do that, but as we see, I feel like most of the men or most of the white men are the people giving out texts very quickly. But we're not getting into all of that. But this isn't the first time she's done it, and I don't think Actually, I ain't even gonna say. I don't think that Caitlyn's wrong, but I also don't think that should be an automatic tech. Like, let her get it off. She mad about it. And to her point, like, y'all also be lying because Kia did foul that lady. Like, I don't know why. I know we like to do the thing where we gotta pretend that Caitlyn always being dramatic, but if Aaliyah Boston did that to Veronica Burton, she would be on the bench. Okay, we might have actually looked up and seen if it was fucking a hostile act. Like, it wasn't that deep, but I'm being a little dramatic. But it really would have been called a foul, and like, it's fine. It's a missed call. You're not gonna get everyone, and I do think Caitlyn has to be better about her emotional control because she can do it. She's really choosing not to, because I've seen her again in games be frustrated and deal with it in somewhat of an appropriate manner. But like, I don't know. I feel like we gotta kind of let the players, we gotta let them have it. And I think all around, everybody needs to have it. Like, it's just really no reason why we've seen multiple players get texts for clapping or for yelling or, like, you know, getting a little chippy. Like, I don't understand how Ka might be. She got to be like top 5 in texts received. And like, Ka not even really one of them people that's like, what's the word? Like, she's like energetic, but she's not like.
I mean, Ka is like expressive, but she's not the type to be. I don't know. I feel like it does feel like you said, it's some racial bias there. It's like they be like, we got to make sure she don't like get too on edge. Like, let's go on and tee her up.
Yeah.
I feel like you shouldn't get a tech unless you yell in my face. I think she only deserved that tech because she don't walk up on me and yell in my face. If you gonna yell over there and be like, call that fucking foul, all right.
Yeah, you know, I let it ride.
But don't walk up on me like that and yell in my face, because now you think I'm a bitch. So now I gotta give you a tech, because like you think you can play. Nah. Don't yell in my face. Don't run up on me and do that. It's fine if you're gonna be over there and be mad. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You miss jump shots and free throws. I miss calls sometimes. We all fuck up over here. But like, bro, don't run up on me like that.
Yeah. It was crazy. The clip is crazy. Like, that is a great example of like, all right, sister, you doing too much. But she needs to fucking lock in, because both her and Angel now have 6 texts.
Yeah,
Did Angel get a text for it? Did she get a text in the football game? Or was that Chicago?
What game was it? I can't remember now.
She got a tech in one of these last 2 games. So now they both at 6 texts. And it's so funny because I've been telling Jay all year that, like, they kind of twins. Like, both of them gonna get suspended at the same time.
It is funny because I don't know if you saw, I was looking at the comments in the TikTok, and somebody said, soon Angel and Clark both gonna be teched the fuck out at the same time. They
are. Like, every time one gets attacked, the other one follows next game. Like,
they really are like connected at the hip, like, for better or worse.
And they actually need to relax. Caitlin Clark, I don't have time for this. I need you to focus, girl, because you are this close to getting suspended.
And I need 5 to do the same thing. I do. It's like, do the refs have a racial bias? Yes, but that means I need you to woosah, okay?
Yeah,
like we need you in these games, okay?
Like, let's focus for a second. Like, just and then get your shit off. You know what I mean? Like take a breath before you got complain, but like, let's breathe for a second and then complain. Because like, we don't want to make it seem like you yelling or nothing. Like, we need you coming to me as a woman. Like, let's be cool. Let's be yeah. So hopefully neither one of them gets suspended, but I can almost guarantee they will. Like, they're way too close to the edge.
It feels like it.
So that'll be that. Is my team doing anything else that they don't have no business doing? Kelsey Mitchell also won Player of the Week last week. So if a favorite player don't win Eastern Conference Player of the Month, I'm gonna know something. It really should be Kelsey Mitchell.
I was gonna say if I'm picking one, it should be Kelsey, because low key Kelsey could have got it this week. Like, bro, she could have got Player of the Week for this week. You do have to give it to Caitlin because she had 40. She had 45 and 10. But Kelsey Mitchell,
I don't know, bro. I said she averaged 30 over the week.
Kelsey Mitchell, and you know, yeah, this is my bid. Y'all know I love a lefty guard, but like when Kelsey Mitchell on a heater, like, it really is something to see. I know that graphic called her efficiency Arike, which is nuts, but like I love to see Kelsey Mitchell when she get going. I really do.
She is efficiency Arike. That is a funny graphic. Anyway.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, all the ones that matter. We didn't talk about the Sun. We didn't talk about the Rose. We didn't talk about
that is not their name.
I mean, the Fire.
Oh, I'm like, who are you talking about? Okay, no, we do need to talk about the Sun very briefly because Aneesah Morrow has not played a basketball game in like 2 weeks. The streets think she's going to get traded. I don't know who could trade her or who she could be traded to.
So I believe. Hold on, let me make sure. I don't want to misspeak. Aneesah Morrow is off the injury report for the game tomorrow.
Okay, so she's finally gonna play.
If she don't play, we know something.
Do we? Because she, like, the last time she played, I feel like she played like 8 minutes. Which, like, I mean, I guess it kind of worked out for the Sun because Ono been hooping, but
yeah, she's played well, and they're not trying to win no games. Like, we can be honest about that. So, like, they're not trying to win no games. But
I mean, I guess.
But I do think. But no, I've actually liked what I've seen from them. Like, I know that when your best players are so young, you're gonna have like a lot of up and down stuff. Like we've seen some up and down stuff from Leila Lacan, but when she's played, she's been. I mean, she has her great. She had a great game against Phoenix.
Hey, she got me 40 fantasy points. She always good to me.
But then after that,
we won't.
Matter of fact, it was the next game against Phoenix.
We won't speak of what happened after
and
that.
What it seemed like Phoenix went into that game with, this is who's not gonna beat us. They were like, we will not. 47 is not gonna beat us. We're gonna make sure Lacan can't get hers.
Well, good, because they should have been embarrassed about a loss anyway.
I just want to say that's a really ugly jersey number.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't.
You're not vibing with it.
If your initials are not AK, that shit ugly as fuck. I'm so sorry.
Honestly, though, I feel anyway. I'm not getting into that.
I need to know if that number has any sentimental meaning to her, because
you already called it ugly, so it's too late.
No,
you can't take that back.
If it does, it makes the ugliness acceptable. But if that's just a number she picked, she need to change that shit. Okay.
Portland news. Meg Gustafson is now Meg DiLeo.
DiLeo.
She's
apparently very serious.
She said change that name immediately.
She is very serious about that. She is not doing. Never mind. But
she's not doing the Mike Caldwell.
Some people care about their spouse's last name.
She's very serious about that. So we will respect Meg DiLeo.
Or hopefully that's actually how you pronounce it. I think I think we already went through every team now officially.
The only other thing that I meant to talk about is Olivia Miles was on the bench and she called somebody a fucking bitch, and everybody was so mad. And for me, I'm like, bro, I can't call another player.
Hold on, you gotta back up a little bit, because before she did that, she was getting mean girl allegations because she had. Was it Kiki who blocked her shot, or did she block Kiki's shot? And like they had a little back and forth.
She was like, "Yeah, nigga," or like,
"Yeah."
As she should.
Olivia Miles told Kiki Area Finn, yeah, nigga. Like, we do need to look at the racialness in that. Like, let's think about that for real quick before we move on. But so before that, she's been getting mean girl allegations. She's been getting them. And then it came to a head when she got sent to the bench because she fouled somebody. They said she was talking about Cobb, but that's hearsay. We don't actually know who she was talking about. We just seen the camera pan to her when she said fucking bitch. And like she said it so clearly too.
My thing is, bro, if I can't say fucking bitch on my own bench, bro, where the fuck am I supposed to say that? Bro, that's my bench, bro. Get out my mouth. When we talking about Sandy, coaches should not be talking about players a certain way, especially during the game. I get that. But these are my peers. If I want to call one of them a bitch, that's my shit. And I'm on my own bench. I can't complain on my bench. Y'all need to get out of my mouth, actually.
It just killed me because she won't even animate it. Like, she literally was fucking bitch. Like it was get it out good. Like,
it's really man. Like, well, your mom send you to your room type shit. Like,
you don't want nobody to hear you.
Fuck that bitch, I fucking hate her. Like, it's like, damn, I can't say this on my own bench without discourse. Like, damn, this is my bench.
No, that killed me.
Y'all?
That killed me. She just, she's so funny.
We've gone too far. We live too much in a surveillance state. You record the game.
Classic. Whew. Funny. All right, let's talk about our risers and fallers. We can start with the Valkyries because they had the best streak. We already mentioned they had a 9-game win streak. It got snapped by the Washington Mystics. The Young Hoes, of course. The Valkyries, though, the really interesting thing about them is that the offense has not been what you think it would be, but they've been finding ways to win anyway. And I do find that very impressive. I still don't really want to believe in them, but I have to at this rate because they're the 2 seed now?
They are. Yeah, they've won 19 games. So they are. Yeah, it's Minnesota and then Golden State. Let me make sure. I think so.
They're 19-8. I think they might be. No, they got to be 3 because
they are technically tied with the Aces.
That's what I was thinking too. Okay, but they're 19-8, and I don't want to believe in them again, but I feel like I have to. They've been finding ways to win. Gabby Williams has been low key incredible, just a little bit. Mykea Stokes' Defensive Player of the Year campaign continues to live on. And when she played 25 minutes, it's over for y'all. So just y'all better hope she don't start knocking down threes for real. Because it's finna get scary.
I do think that because I remember beginning of the season, I picked Gabby to be she was my Defensive Player of the Year pick. And my reasoning for that was I felt like if Golden State is going to be winning, they're going to be winning with their defense. And that has been true to this point. The Valkyries have the number 1 defense in the league. And they are middle of the pack offensively. They are 8th in the offense. They are 1st in defense.
They went up because they were 11th last week. So the offense is getting better.
They are. They have improved. They do have the number 1 defense. And I feel like also when it comes to Gabby, I feel like the defensive playmaking is loud as well as her, being the all-star, her being the best player on the team, like all of that. So that was why she was my pick. They did lose yesterday. I do want to watch that game back. I want to see what happened in that fourth quarter, especially. I believe it was the fourth. I want to see what happened in that fourth quarter. But
I'll just tell you that the Mystics are the biggest dogs. Kiki Iriafen is the biggest dog. And you know what? That's a great segue because we talk about players who be talking shit Kiki Area Finn gets down and she don't play. Don't if Kiki feel like she heating up on you, she on your ass. Like, and you better hope you can get her back. And it feels like the Valkyries really didn't have no answer for her. And I think there's some extra fuel there because the Valkyries, they played them 3 times. The Valkyries blew them out the first time. The second time, the Valkyries still won, but it was a little bit closer. So this game really meant something because they could have got swept. But Lauren Betts locked in, Kiki locked in, Sonia Citron, clutch time. I think she might actually lead the league in clutch points right now. Her and I think Kiki is actually top number 3. So Young Ho's getting it done.
Also, the Mystics are so similar to the Valkyries to me, like in terms of the way that the team, like the makeup of it. Funny enough, with the Valkyries being the number 1 defense and the number 8 offense, even more extreme, the Mystics are dead last in offense while being number 3 in defense.
Period, queens.
Well, we say the Valkyries are the Mystics if they have +1 in every stat.
Yeah, they are very similar, which is why me as an Atlanta fan, I hate to see either one of them coming because that's just those are the type of teams that give us trouble. So they are very similar. I know that Washington, I believe, is only 1 game over 500 right now, but I mean that's to be expected. You got a young team. You got a lot of. I believe the Mystics are the youngest team in W history.
I think they are.
If I remember correctly. So there's a lot that they're trying to figure out on the fly, but the identity is clearly there and the vision is there. So I do like what I see when I watch them play.
Yeah. So shout out to the Mystics. It'll be good for them. They end up middle of the pack, but I don't think they really care if they make the playoffs, to be honest.
Yeah, they're the A seed as of right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They got a little bit of buffer too, because the Fire are 9th and they have
2.5 games on them.
Yeah, so they're kind of in a good spot. Other teams that are trending upward, the Atlanta Dream have won 3 straight. So tens to the Atlanta Dream.
We needed that because that I believe last time we spoke were the Dream on a
5-game losing streak.
A 5-game losing streak. Yeah. It was rough. Also since then they had broken the losing streak and then they lost that game to Portland, which was a rough one to lose. It was a rough one to watch. Also, so
very not.
Yeah,
very not.
But I do think Bree being back and just being able to stabilize, and I said before, giving the team like a release valve in the half court offensively, I think that'll help. I really shouldn't be complaining. Like the Dream have a top 5 offense. I do feel like I'm being nitpicky a little bit, but also it's just that I expect them to be so much better.
They have a top 5 offense?
Yes, the Dream are 5th in offense.
You guys have moved up. It was looking spooky a couple weeks ago.
It was. The Dream are actually 5th in offense and 4th in defense.
Oh, okay. That's good. I need to give a little bit of credit to Jordan Canada because she has been playing incredible basketball. I watched her. I watched the interview she did with Sue Bird on Bird's Eye View, and she talked about one of the things she wanted to do was playmaking a little better and playing a little slower and having a high assisted or a low. I don't know how that works. Whichever way is good. Assist turnover ratio, and she's been killing it. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the past 8 games, she's had at least 7 assists. So,
and currently, I believe I haven't checked after yesterday, but I believe she is leading the league in assist to turnover ratio right now. Like she has the best in the league among like legit like volume playmakers.
Yeah. So she's been very good. So shout out to Jordan Canada. We see you.
Who else is trending up?
The Lynx are on a 6-game win streak, but they just piss me off. So no, seriously, they've actually been pretty good. Kayla McBride, 2 years ago, was it 2 years ago? I think it was 2023. I said Kayla McBride was stealing money from the Lynx, and since that moment, she's been at any given point earning her check. This year, she's earning the check in July. So a lot of credit to Kayla McBride. He might end up being Western Conference Player of the Month.
She could be.
Yeah. The two KMs, we could see something there. That's a fun coincidence. But in the Lynx win streak, they beat the Liberty, the Mercury, the Sparks, the Fire, and the Storm. And I think the interesting thing here is that these games have been a lot closer than they might have been previously, maybe a couple weeks ago. And the Lynx have just been finding ways to win. They've had leads, lost leads, and at the end, they've just been clutching up. So a lot of credit to Olivia Miles, a lot of credit to Kayla McBride, Natasha Howard, of course. So.
The Lynx are 8-2 in their last 10. The Aces are 7-3 in their last 10. The Valkyries are 9-1 in their last 10. Dallas is 7-3. Like we said, Atlanta's on a 3-game win streak, but they're 4-6. The Fever are on a 2-game win streak, and they're 7-3 in their last 10.
Yeah, because honestly, the Fever are a funny team. Actually, I need to say, Ty Harris, thank you for changing my broke ass life. Mm-hmm. I really needed you. They're a funny team because we really beat the Aces and the Sparks and Phoenix and New York just to lose to the Sparks. We also lost to Golden State, and we really shouldn't have lost to Golden State. For whatever reason, they have our number. So when the playoffs come around, I need them to stay away from me. But they've been finding it. Kelsey Mitchell, like we kind of already talked about, like just been dropping 30 in her sleep. It's been really, really fun to watch. So they're progressing in the right direction despite, dropping a game here and there.
There are 3 teams in their last 10 games are 3-7. Would anyone like to take a guess on what 3 teams those are?
The Liberty. I'm kind of cheating because I was already scrolling this. But I would have guessed the Liberty.
I know one of them is the Sparks. We did talk about them earlier. But is the Liberty one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they are. Okay.
Is it Seattle? Liberty Sparks Seattle?
It is. So
okay.
What company?
Seattle is just like
what? Still, Seattle's like whatever. The Sparks is kind of like whatever. But the Liberty.
Okay, it's funny because the Liberty, they did snap their losing streak yesterday with an overtime win against Dallas without Paige Bueckers.
And you know what?
they should be 2-8 in their last 10 right now.
What I was gonna say earlier is the refs gave them that game because the basketball guys knew I had ill intent in my heart because I was about to say some really nasty things about them. Like I woke up that morning and I tweeted, if the Liberty lose against the Wings, it's over for them. And I wrote that with ill intent. and when the game got tough, Dallas really should have closed it out. But when the game got tough, some bullshit started happening. And then suddenly Sabrina Ionescu figured out how to score in overtime. Like that's what I'm saying. It's getting suspicious.
Was she have like 10 points in OT or something like that?
Bro, she went like 5 for 5. She was legitimately like 3 for 19.
She was thinking it up until then.
I was like, girl, what you got going on?
The Mystics are 5 for 5 in their last 10. The Fire are 4-6. The Sparks are, like we said, 3-7. The Toronto Tempo are 2-8 in their last 10. I actually did not realize they had lost this many games out of 10.
Yeah. And I know that they haven't been healthy. Like I know Brittany Sykes has missed a lot of time, but
damn. Which ironically, the one game that they've won, or I guess the two games that they've won, were the Sparks in New York. So, but they've been getting their ass whooped. Good Lord, Toronto.
They've also they lost to Phoenix, which is like it's kind of nasty because it's Phoenix. Although Phoenix should be much better, and then they lost to Dallas, Golden State, Dallas beat New York, lost to the Mystics, and that's kind of nasty. Then lost to Atlanta, and then lost to Vegas. It's like some of those games.
Most of those are like.
Most of those are like.
It's net, bro. Most of these are like by 15 points. Like you shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah. Chicago and the Connecticut Sun are 5 for 5 in their last, or 5 and 5 in their last 10 games.
I'm glad you mentioned Chicago because there was a TikTok comment about Sydney Taylor. And I find Sydney Taylor very annoying. And I mean that in the most complimentary way possible. But oh my God. At the end of that game on Sunday, when Sydney Taylor hit that shot with like 2 seconds left, I'm not going to Monday morning quarterback it and be like, Leash, why did Leash go under the screen on Sydney Taylor? She is going to shoot that three. She is always going to shoot that three. But I wasn't honestly though. I have enjoyed the shot making from Sydney Taylor this season. And I'm sure that has been a revelation for Chicago. I know that the season hasn't gone the way that they had hoped, considering the injuries that they've had, amongst other things. But that has been a wonderful pickup for them. And I do think that will be something for them to build
on. Honestly, though, if they just learn how to close games out, I mean, the Dallas game, one they should have won. They really should have beat Atlanta. I'm so sorry, but they should have beat y'all. Thank God for Bree Jones, I guess. The Sparks did whoop their ass. That's what I'm saying. The Sparks randomly beating people's ass is just weird. So we gotta call it a trap game a little bit. If they just could learn how to close out games, like they could have won one of the Vegas games. Like they learned how to close out games, and like all of this changes for them. But I do think I like the way they've been playing. They've been playing through Camilla Moore. Azarae Stevens is remembering that she knows how to play basketball, so we thank God for that. Again, we talked about Sydney Taylor, the shot making. I want my sister to stop making bad fouls down the stretch. Once she clean that up, Chicago gonna be in the right place. JC and Gabs have been they've been playing pretty well. Courtney Vandersloot, like I know people don't like Sloot and they want to call her a dictator, but she's low key changed the Sky's life. She has brought them exactly what they needed, and it's been fun to watch. The Natasha Cloud experience has stressed me out deeply. Because the moment that you say, wow, Natasha Cloud's playing really well, she do some bullshit. Like it's like she heard you say, oh yeah, she playing good. That's the exact moment that she just do something she ain't got no business. And then she gonna complain about it. Like, why you arguing with the ref after you knew you fouled that lady? You know what I'm saying? You threw the ball out of bounds. Why you arguing? Let's get back on defense. But yeah, Chicago's been really fun. They're probably not making the playoffs. I really want to be hopeful for them, but them making the playoffs would mean a lot of other teams will have to keep losing. The way Toronto playing, they might could jump them. The way the Sparks playing, they might could jump them. It gets sticky with the Fire because some days they good, some days they not.
It's really Portland and Washington.
Yeah.
So it's really gonna see. I think the All-Star break is gonna be really good for them. I was looking at the games that they've lost. So out of their 17 losses, they've only lost by more than 10 5 times. And they've lost by 5 or less 4 times. That does not include like one of the overtime games. Could end up losing by like 8 in overtime or something like that, or 7 in overtime or something like that. And their point differential is only -2. It's -2.2. So out of all the teams who be losing, they have by far the best point differential.
And like net rating has them as a top 8 team. Like they have played better than their record suggests.
Because when the juice, when they be getting the ball to Camilla, bro, like it's like, oh my God, this is a good basketball team. And then they get to the fourth quarter and everybody suddenly wants to be 3-point shooters. Let's focus on the game plan, guys. Let's go back to what was working. Obviously Camilla needs to be a little bit more aggressive. You know what we didn't talk about? Well, we did talk about it when it happened, but we have not mentioned that Skylar Diggins is still injured. We're going to air quotes injured because I don't know if that lady's actually injured or not. And I'm actually not afraid to say it at this moment because this is still crazy to me. It's been 5 games now that she's not played. I don't know what's going on there. I hope that she's actually injured. So that's the reason she's actually sitting out and she's not just sitting out to like make a statement because that's weird. Especially given how the team has played without her. I would think that you would want to beat the allegations that you were not the problem. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, hopefully Chicago turns it around. Maybe they'll, in best case scenario, they end up a 9 or a 10 seed. But they've already won 9 games, which is more than what they won, which is the exact amount I think they won last season. So we've already seen improvement.
They won 10 games last year. So
okay, one
they only got to win one. Yeah, they have improved as far as I'm concerned.
Chicago, let's shock the world tomorrow.
I'm not gonna
hold on. Let me go see.
They see, hold on.
Okay.
I'm on your side.
Okay.
Let's shock the world.
Yeah, the Liberty do they have not played inspiring basketball. I think that's the best way for me to word that.
That's a great way to word that.
In terms of another team who is falling, and by fall, I mean they've fallen in the standings and they've also fallen out of favor with me to the point where I cannot believe in them anymore. It is the Phoenix Mercury. It is over.
It's never been more over. Like
I know when we mentioned our preseason tier list a few weeks ago, and I said I was not ready to move them out of the potential playoff teams tier, and I was wrong. It's over. And that is with them winning their most recent game. I don't care. Like it watching them play has brought me no joy this season. And that feels dramatic because it is, but also it's just I watch them and I understand the issues. Like I understand, like we talked earlier about Jovana Nogic just being away from the team and not coming back. I know that Natasha Mack has missed time. I know that they never really replaced the shot creation that they had last year from Satu Sabally, and I was still expecting them to be much better than they've been to this point. They were in the finals last year. And now we are 27 games into the season, and they don't have double-digit wins. I cannot bring myself to believe in them anymore. I'm no longer saying, oh, this team has Alyssa Thomas. I'm not doing it. If they go on a run like the Aces went on in the second half of last season, clap it up. I'll eat crow wings on stream or something. Like, I don't know.
No, we won't, because they shouldn't have embarrassed us from the beginning. Like, no, you shouldn't even put us in no position to have to be going against you. I have never seen the people piss me off. Y'all not even my team. Like this, not even like a like. I was never hate watching him anyway, but like if you were hate watching him, it's not even enjoyable because this is bad. And they keep getting close, like they might win the game. Like they really should have won that game against the Lynx. But lo and behold, can't close out a game. Don't piss me off.
The Mercury have what's the opposite of uncommon favor? A common debt.
It's just been, I believe the opposite is like, I don't know. It's like it feels like a Murphy's Law thing with the Mercury this year. Like it's just it really just feel like a can't get right. Like they just can't get right. And I am done saying, oh, they'll get right eventually. I can no longer wait on that. I don't think it's coming.
My headcanon is Jovana said, "Call me when y'all good again."
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sign up for this.
So real quick, I know that this wasn't a thing that we were set to talk about, but how many teams? I believe we got one more episode before the trade deadline. How many teams do you think actually just blow it up?
None. Genuinely, I don't think anybody's doing it. Mostly because these contracts are out of control. Like Atlanta Smith is making $1 million. She ain't played a basketball game. Ariel Atkins is making $1 million. I'm blaming Lynn. I'm not gonna lie. I refuse to blame Ariel Atkins for his downfall. Brittany Sykes is making $1 million and she's been injured. Ka and AT are making $1 million and they stink. Oh,
I will say, if I am the Mercury, I am taking calls on Ka. I think she's had a somewhat solid stretch recently, and I'm trying to see what I can get for that. I think if you can get maybe more of a long-term asset.
Okay, hold on.
And then my headcanon, we get Juju Watkins. I don't need Ka if I got Juju Watkins.
You're not getting Juju. Statistically speaking, the Mercury are getting the fifth player at best.
Was the Mavericks supposed to get Cooper Flag? No.
The W lottery don't work like that.
That's not how we play the game.
The W lottery don't work like that. It's based on 2-year record.
And you think Kathy Engelbert finna let Juju go to Phoenix? Oh, bitch, hell will freeze over.
They a historic franchise. She gonna follow in DT footsteps.
No, they should have
enjoy Michaela Williams.
She might look. Portland might get her first, so I don't know.
They actually need to.
She could.
They actually need to enjoy Hannah Hidalgo. Actually.
Well, we could.
I could. That's a possibility. She could be there.
She fall enough. She could fall to 5.
She could fall to 5.
She fall to 5. My better question, I think, is which young team or which team with like a young core or like a promising young player would you most likely be willing to give up for a Ka, a KP, an Enrique? Like, which team would you be like, yeah, we actually will risk this for one of them?
I'm trying to think of.
Man,
I guess your options would be the Sun, the Sky, technically, the Storm, the Fire. They're pretty young. The Mystics.
I feel like
if I'm the Mystics, I might be asking.
But who would you give up though? So, and I guess my thought process is, if you're those teams, do you feel like you're close enough to make that kind of move?
I don't think the Mystics think they are. I think
that's why I'm hesitant, because I feel like they're the best team you named, but I also feel like they don't think they're ready yet. I mean, and I don't think they're ready yet, but I don't think they think they are either.
Okay. You know who might? I think somebody mentioned this before, but if I'm the Valkyrie, I am making some calls. I know they have won a lot of games, but I think if I can, like somebody had made a tweet, like if Kelsey Plum was on the Valkyrie, they would be title favorites. Like Kelsey Plum on this roster would look fucking insane. So if you can get Ka, Veronica Burton, Ka, Gabby Williams.
You need Veronica. Do you mean Ka or do you mean KP?
No. I mean like just in general, like another like a score.
Okay.
Like she's not as good, and she's not as good as KP. And at this point, I don't think the Sparks will probably sell on KP. But if I'm the Valkyrie,
maybe they will. The GM that traded for her is gone.
True. Okay. I might make calls about both of them and see what that's talking about.
So you think the Valkyrie should?
I think they will. I think they will. I think they consider it. The Valkyries. The Valkyries have already showed. The Valkyries have already showed that they don't care about draft picks.
They don't. They never give a fuck, which is interesting.
If the Valkyrie want to be serious, they need to see about a score at the trade deadline.
Yeah, I agree.
Who's the cheapest person trading? They could get
cheapest. So you got to have a balance there because you need somebody that's going to be easy-ish to get, but you also need somebody that's going to have enough of an impact to make that kind of difference on your team. So it's like you might just have to swing for Kelsey Plum.
Yeah, because I feel like I'm trying to think of people who are scorers. Do you think Arike could fit on the Valkyries? Low key, she might can.
I do.
She could, but
I think she is. I think she has shown her willingness to play a role.
Something that I think Arike has done well this year, which is funny because Dallas is like 2 wins below Golden State. So I don't know if they'd be willing to do it, I guess, depending on what the package is. But I think Arike, she can be like, she's kind of like Dallas's release valve sometimes on offense.
Yeah.
Where like we talked about this earlier, it might have been before the stream started, but where you were like, it's like 5 seconds on the shot clock. It was like Arike is gonna put a shot up.
Yeah.
And honestly, that kept them in the game yesterday against New York down the stretch, even without Paige.
Yeah. So
if you add that can be helpful. Like I'm imagining I think Arike would be willing to step into a smaller role where she would take fewer shots, but she would up the intensity defensively. She'd do more stuff off the ball, like off the catch.
Actually, I think she needs to get better at like the catch and shoot stuff.
And I think she can.
I do too. I really thought she could have like a Kelsey Mitchell arc.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that for her.
I think Arike and Golden State, I feel like is the closest thing we're gonna get to a WNBA Jaylyn Brunson and the Knicks.
What?
I guess, yeah.
I feel like it's the perfect, like, we'll play the defense and we'll kind of like, is people on here who can score if need be, but you are the person, but you may not necessarily be the best player on a day-to-day basis. Mm-hmm. You might be the best scorer on this team and you are the number one option, but you may not be. It's arguable whether you're the best player on this team. And that's kind of what I could see if she went to the Valkyrie. Like, I feel like the Valkyrie are definitely going to be throwing her grenades and she's going to have to score because their offense is trash. The Wings do it now. And the Valkyrie's offense is trash. But also, if Arike shoots 5 for 20, the Valkyries play good enough defense to where they'll stay in the game to where Arike is one of the best bullshit shot makers I have seen in my life. Like when that game is close at the end and she got to put up something crazy, I always feel like that's going in. As soon as she took that shot to, I think it was like 99 to 95, and she took like
the three she took that she should have got an and one on. Sabrina fouled the fuck out of her.
As soon as she shot that shit, I said, I knew this. That shit just looked like it was bread. I was like, that's the type of shit I could see her doing on the Valkyries. So yeah, that would be interesting.
And you know what though, it really could work because if I'm the Valkyries, I'm saying Chechi, you can go, and Kyla Charles, we might let you go too.
Yeah, I feel like
I don't know how the money work, but like they have, I think, enough around them to where like letting those two go could work. Like they could still be serviceable, you know, because you still have Gabby. Chechi hasn't been as impactful, but obviously she's still a great player to have. Dallas needs the defense. So Kyla helps there. Chechi helps there. They also might consider, who else they got on their bench? Janelle, which I don't think you give up at all.
Do they like?
She can't defend either, so you definitely
you stay Yosite. Does she exist? Like they I've heard about her, but they haven't done much. Like
she played that one game. I don't know. I feel like when I've heard the Valkyries, well, I guess they didn't really say this, but I feel like when they talk about her, I feel like maybe she's not a good defender.
Could be.
Because she's just like not as involved.
And they don't play about that over there.
Well, I mean, they're not filled with good defenders, but you got to do something. You either got to get the buckets up or you got to
stop. Do something.
Yeah, and I don't know if she's at the point where she can do something. So
is any team getting on a Shakira Austin sweepstakes?
The Mystics are not letting her go.
I was like, I don't think Washington is trading her.
Okay. I know that's always a thing every trade deadline.
Sydney Johnson loves Shakira Austin.
I
don't think he plays favorites, but if he had one, it would be Shakira. I'm fairly certain about this.
That was my client before his.
Oh well. I don't know. Okay. I already said the Storm and the Sun are still too bad so they don't need to trade. Like y'all not winning shit. Even.
I know
they're not doing. I can see them sending somebody out. Like maybe I don't know who could they trade. Maybe the Storm trade Izzy. Like
I already called dibs. I don't know how we gonna make it work, but we will figure it out.
One of them teams at the top that like feel like we need a boost with like rim protection. Like I can see that. Dude, I'm trying to think. Does Connecticut have anybody where it's like we would make some type of trade? Let's look at.
No, because they're terrible.
Connecticut don't have big contracts. Like their only big contracts are BG and Kennedy Burt.
Yeah.
So, and they both expiring, so it's not like. I mean, if a team like was really interested, then maybe, but yeah,
maybe. Oh no, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they have good pieces. Like I feel like somebody will call about Sanaya. Somebody probably is calling about Aneesah. Somebody's probably calling about. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think maybe Oh no could be traded. I don't see them trading Sanaya. Maybe they trade Aneesah because of the way that the season has gone and the way that the conversation around her has gone. But yeah,
I already said I don't feel like they trade Sanaya or Oh no, I feel like they're starting to see like the fruits of their labor. So it's just like, why would I give you up now? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. Last thing. All-Star weekend is this weekend. The WNBA has announced their field for the 3-point contest, and we got Bridget Carlton from the Portland Fire, AZ Fudd from the Dallas Wings, Natisha Heideman from the Seattle Storm, Ryan Howard from the Atlanta Dream, Marina Mabry from the Toronto Tempo, and Janelle Salon from the Golden State Valkyries. I'm sure y'all know where I stand, but where do y'all stand? Who do y'all have?
I'll tell you one thing. I don't believe in Janelle Salon at all. That girl needs a hand in her face. She strikes me as one of the people that they put in there who is a tough shot maker. And when they get into the thing, it's like this is going to look really nasty.
We might need to we might need to clip this and bring it back when Janelle wins it, because
if she do, all praise to her. But they need to put one of the little things that is just like a cardboard cutout of somebody with the hand and at all the stations. Because if this is a tough shot making contest, I'll put the house on Janelle. But this though,
my immediate thought was I was really gonna pick AZ, but her fan club pissed me off today. So I actually can't even vote for her in good faith. But like, my gut is AZ.
Do you mean supercharged?
Don't say, God, I'm not in the mood. Not in the mood. Don't piss me off today. Don't piss me off today. So if not AZ, I actually think I would pick Ryan. Bridget Carlton to me is better like as a movement shooter. So I don't know how well that's gonna work. Marina, girl, you don't know what she's gonna do. Natisha Heideman might, but I feel like she's not good under pressure. So I don't know if
I can see it. I don't know who is going to win, but I can see Natisha Heideman being in the finals. Like that just sounds like if now actually, you know what? Stubba isn't gonna be drunk all weekend. She's not winning this. Never mind. I just forgot.
But she got to do it for the stream.
This the first night though.
Yeah, she got to do it for the stream though. So I think she
they gonna be there on Thursday.
First.
She gonna get turned.
But they gotta go to work. They gotta go to work on Thursday evening.
That is I don't know, man. I texted Jay this. Ryan is either going like 8 for 30 or 25 for 30. There's no in between. Like either she had a hot hand or she is also shooting like Janelle. So I gotta see which Ryan she want to be today.
I'm screaming.
Yeah, I can.
Tall Enrique, show me something.
Tall Enrique, okay.
Tall Enrique.
Oh, we got Tall Enrique and White Enrique in the 3-point contest this year. Of course I will be riding with Ryan because but I'm trying to think of, is there any of them I can see any of them winning, honestly. Like even like I can see Bridget getting into a rhythm, like grabbing the ball off the rack. I don't know. I'm not picking Janelle, but I could very well see Janelle winning. I could very well see her winning. But no, I'm picking Ryan because who else would I pick?
I'm scared.
Yeah, AZ is the safest option.
Matter of fact, AZ's form is made for this. The more I think about it.
Yes. Like she is made for this. And her shooting speed, she's made for this.
Out of anybody in this contest, she's going to miss the least. Like at least it's like if they go like let's say they do like 2 or 3 rounds, I can't see her missing more than like 10 threes or whatever. Like all these other people.
So you think she's gonna win?
No. See, there are some of them with variances where I can see them missing hella threes and I can see them making hella threes. AZ has like a range of I can't see her missing a certain amount. Like Ron is on this big spectrum. Or she could either be ass or she could be on a craziest heater and she break records. AZ is on this little like she might not get you 30, but she not about to be less than like 18 points. Like that's just not her. That's not her bag.
Hey, I mean, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Yeah, we'll see. I really just feel like it's really no obvious choice. And I'm trying to think about it like last year if I felt like it was an obvious choice. Who won last year?
Sabrina.
She played last year?
Let me see. Make sure.
Didn't she break a record last year?
No, she broke the record. She broke the record before that, but she won it again last year. It was because it was Sabrina versus Leash in the final round.
Oh yes, okay, because Leash won the year before. Okay, yeah, I do remember that. Oh yeah, and Lexi had to do it.
Yeah, Lexi did it.
Sister embarrassed me.
I mean, she wasn't the worst. I think because
no, I think she was. No, okay, no.
Sonya
was worse, but still. Not too far off.
Speaking of, we don't know the skills challenge contestants, so
apparently they're not doing the normal skills challenge. They're doing some like something else.
Oh, is like it the it's not the shooting stars thing, is it?
That's okay, so that's what I thought the thing said, but also I was confused because it's still like the breakdown still seemed like the skills challenge. So I'm like, maybe I don't know how to read.
Okay. So I don't know.
But I don't know. They being so weird because like, why haven't y'all announced that? Why don't we know that?
I feel like it'd be last minute when they announce everything.
The W is very notorious.
Because so last year, the skills challenge was on the skills challenge in the 3-point shootout was on the 18th, and they announced the contestants on the 16th.
So I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
Maybe we'll find out tomorrow if I can do math.
I mean, we should have found out today if we're doing 2 days.
Right, because I think last year they announced both of them on the same day. And
that's what I thought too.
Because last year they announced that Caitlyn was doing it, and then she said that she couldn't do it because of the injury, and that was when Lexi did it.
Ducking.
Yes.
Oh, and speaking of ducking,
don't piss me off, Donovan, please.
Speaking of ducking, so it was reported that the W asked Caitlin Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, and Kayla McBride to participate, and they declined. But Sabrina said that that's cap. So that's kind of funny.
That is very funny to me because, like, what? Like, who did they ask? And then somebody brought up the fact that last year Kathy called the wrong person when she was trying to call Sonya to tell her she won All-Star. which was really, really funny. Like, it's not like it shouldn't be funny, but it is because like how you dial the wrong number. Nobody else in this league name is Sonya. So who did you call?
Like she has a unique name.
Literally.
I just couldn't imagine that call ID saying Kathy Engelbert on my phone, or her being like, "Hey, you want to be in the 3-point contest?" And then to be like, "Oh wait, you're not Sonya. My bad."
Bruh. No, okay, so it do say shooting stars, but it don't say who. Like, they said it was gonna be a 3-person team, so I'm trying to figure out how they're gonna do this. Like, I thought they would have done something with the legends, you know, since they keep trying to integrate
when I think
thing.
When I think shooting stars, that's what I think usually.
Think they're gonna bring a WNBA legend for each team?
Yeah, like it'll be like it's a shooting star. It says 4 teams, 3 players will compete. Teams have 70 seconds to hit a shot from 7 different spots. Yeah, I wonder what the teams look like. Yeah, they are doing the shooting stars instead. I think that's because I remember. I think they did something like that on the men's side this past year, where they had like a team of all Duke players as one of the teams, and then another team was like it wasn't like a cut and dry category. Like all the teams were something different, but so maybe they do something like that. I would like to see them bring legends out.
It would be kind of fun, but it's like also, who would agree to that? You know what I mean?
I mean, because it's the 30-year anniversary. This would be the perfect time for them to do that.
Like, but who agreeing to that? Like, you think Sherrod Swoop's finna put on her sneakers? Lisa Leslie might agree to it.
Lisa would do it.
Lisa
Candace might do it. Candace might do it.
Sue Bird will absolutely do. I
don't think Sue doing it either. She gonna be like, "Girl, my knee don't move right." Allie Quigley might.
She could. Allie could do it, and it's in Chicago.
And Chicago needs some representation. They need some representation. So, she needs to get up there.
We need a team Chicago.
We do need a team Chicago.
Give me
Sylvia Fowles.
Sylvia Fowles might agree to it. She might.
Can somebody find EDD?
Okay, she's definitely not doing that. She's definitely not. Angel McCautry?
She could. I could see her doing it.
No. They're gonna have her perform. She's doing the entertainment portion of the skills challenge.
She can do both. She is multifaceted. She can do both.
Very much. Who else can I actually see doing it though? I don't think DT would do it.
No, I don't think so.
Tina Charles can still hoop.
Tina ain't doing that either.
She's not doing it. She could, but
she definitely not doing it. It's definitely yeah.
Teaspoon
might. I was about to say that too. Teaspoon might really.
I'm trying to think of like players who've like been involved with like the stuff that the league has done this year.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think too.
Oh, Cynthia Cooper. She would do it.
Oh yeah, she probably would.
Would it be her with like the Connecticut players? Or would they do like a USC team or something?
Yeah.
I can see Sherrod doing something.
Actually.
Oh yeah, Sherrod didn't play in the W, but she would do it.
I don't know. I can see them doing like a complete old team, a mixed team, or maybe like 2 mixed teams and then a completely young team or current team, not young.
I have talked myself into there being a USC team.
You believe in it now?
Yeah.
Well,
that's actually what I want to see now.
I'm sure they're not going to know the teams until the day of. So,
oh yeah, no,
they might actually take the idea from this.
I'm screaming.
Give me.
Make sure you credit us, or at least give us tickets.
Yeah, give me Cynthia Cooper, give me Kiki Iriefan, and give me who else would it be?
What's with the USC? What can I think?
Who else went to USC? Rhea Marshall.
I mean, she did. USC legend. I'm really trying to think.
Timmy Faye-Benley.
Who'd y'all say so far?
Timmy did go to
I
USC.
said give me Cynthia Cooper and Kiki Iriefan as like a USC team. Timmy did play at USC.
Yeah, and USC and Harvard, right? I guess. I don't know if USC want to represent like that. We could get a UCLA team, maybe.
Okay, UCLA.
They might just get all the girls who got drafted, like literally just all.
Jordan Canada. They can get Jordan Canada, Gabs.
Is Kiki Rice is hurt.
Yeah.
Go get an Alabama team and go get Meg. Sarah Ashley Barker, Aaliyah Nod, and Meg.
UCLA, you can get Gabs, Jordan Canada, and Monique Billings.
You know what? That might revitalize her spirit. Go ahead. Actually, no. Matter of fact, Mo needs to sit down. She needs to go sit by the beach. She can't participate. I've revoked. She need to go lay down. I feel like actually Monique Billings has been playing pretty well for us. So like she needs to just lay down. Yeah, I don't actually know.
Go get no, UCLA can go get Michaela Onyenwere. Let the coach
child. And that ring was for everybody.
Isn't Chicago a little homecoming?
Yeah. Whew.
Well, Jay, would you like to say the line?
Are all hearts and minds clear?
I do believe they are.
Well, this has been another episode of Pull Up 3. I am Paragon Don.
I'm Jamae.
And I'm Jay Trent.
And we are out.